Welcome back to Spilling the Tea with just Acidity.
And the baby.
And the babes. And the little Bane.
Little big bean. 2 more months. It's a stretch.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about in a short amount of time.
Okay.
I mean, not necessarily short, but this will probably be a little bit shorter one. But a lot has happened.
A lot has happened.
We had a big old storm here in the Carolinas, if you are not aware.
Oh, storm. Hurricane Helene.
That bitch.
Oh my God. Made me homeless, made me carless.
Literally. I was going to say, I fortunately was not that affected. T's house got crushed by a tree.
Yep. And so did my car. I have currently moved in with my parents, which is a big change. Staying at home with my parents, with a baby on the way in 2 months, and with a husband.
Yeah, a husband who loves his privacy.
Who loves his privacy every day. Every time, the only one complaint he has is, I'm sick of being stuck in this room all the time.
Yeah.
Because, like, my parents, for years, they have always had this rule that we will not have a second TV in the house because TV time is family time.
I was wondering about that.
Yes.
Because I was like, you didn't have a TV that you could bring in your room? They won't accept.
They're just like, no, TV time is relaxing time, which is also family time. So all family sits together, watches TV, unwind together, which would be fine if I didn't marry a white guy.
I was going to say, he's going to watch Indian shows.
And like things that he doesn't understand and stuff. So it's been a little very, very hard on him. And then even for me, like since my whole transition moving from house A to house B and my lifestyle change, I have not watched Indian soap operas and Indian shows like that for years.
Yeah. You guys are watching like Ink Masters at home.
Yeah, we watch Ink Master, we watch Deadliest Catch, Gordon Ramsay, and documentaries and this and that stuff in English, in short. And now it's all about what my parents want to watch. And Andrew is like, I don't understand half of this.
Yeah.
I don't understand any of this. Why are we watching this?
Yeah.
Let's go to the room. And then we prop up the laptop and we start watching shit on there. Which is also hard because we went from a king size bed to a full size bed now.
Snuggling as if you're not taking up a little bit more room.
And that's the worst.
Yeah.
Because we both like to sleep in that fetal position, so it's like always butt hitting each other. And then sometimes I take over more room than he does, or sometimes he'll take over more room than I do. Then it's like, hey, move.
Yeah, well,
like, there's no space.
Hopefully you guys will be back on your own soon.
I just hope so. So anybody who wants to do anything for us, pray for us that our house is ready before the baby gets here. Yeah. Although it is fun to not have to cook every day.
Yeah. Some perks.
I've gained all my weight.
Less house chores.
Yeah. I've literally gained all my weight. Every time I go to the doctor now, like my numbers are always higher.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yep, I've been staying with my mom now.
Eating good.
Eating. And my family in general has a rule. Do not leave the house without eating. Like, whether you're a breakfast person or not, whether you're a lunch person or not, if it's that time, eat something. Nibble, snack, whatever. Otherwise, they'll just ask you a lot of questions and give you a lot of shit.
Till you eat. They don't like when I come in the house and don't eat.
Yeah, like literally. And this rule applies to anybody who comes to a house.
As soon as I walk in, oh, hi, Sydney, eat.
Yeah, you want to eat something? I got this for you,
Try this, and no meat.
No meat, yeah. You're vegetarian, pure vegetarian.
Yeah. Well, I'm just happy we're all alive and all of our people are physically safe because some bad shit happened, unfortunately.
Yeah. And the crazy part is the insurance lady who came to check out my car, she said she had been through all of Hendersonville, all of Asheville, and she was like, yes, it is bad over there as well, like with the flood and everything and people dying, but she was like the amount of damage that this neighborhood has had, like my neighborhood, she was
Yeah.
like it felt if she, especially because she has traveled doing insurance claims within that 3 weeks, she was like it looks like the eye of the hurricane fell in this neighborhood.
Yeah, that's your neighborhood has like 6,000 trees.
Oh my god, we still have a 1 lane road halfway.
Yeah, my neighborhood got a lot of trees. Not our neighborhood is more spaced out too.
Yeah.
So your guys' house is being close together, and then so many trees on the property. Like it was bound to be, like you said, it looked like a rainforest.
It did.
Like our neighborhood being so spaced out, a lot of people just fell in the yard, stuff like that. Like there was one house that was a little crazy. Like you know how people line up trees like along the fence.
Yeah.
Somebody had that, and one must have fell, and it dominoed, and there's 6 trees just laying on top of each other. They're still there. My neighbor still has a huge tree that's completely uprooted in our front yard. It's just wild. Like luckily, none fell on our property. We got really, really lucky.
Oh, so lucky. And you were not even in town to actually
I know, dude.
Deal with half of this stuff.
Ugh. People were like, it's almost like you knew it was coming. I was like, I didn't even know we were getting a storm. Like I didn't know nothing. I happened to be in California and that was one thing that was so crazy though, because being in California, like nobody knew what was going on. They didn't know the extent of it. I'm trying to call my grandma. She has no power, no service, throwing away all her food. Like, and meanwhile in California, we're like, all right, let's go eat.
Yeah.
Like it was so crazy that this happens across the world and people just like don't know.
Yeah. And the worst thing was the damage, the post Helene damage. So many people were foodless.
Emergency shelters everywhere.
Right.
People are giving out food.
Right.
And when I got home, I did drive around a little bit. There's still trees in the middle of the road. It was wild.
I mean, shit, we didn't even have gas for like 3 days.
Yeah, people were going crazy.
Like gas stations didn't have gas.
Probably because they were trying to evacuate.
Right. And you know, the crazy thing is there were so many. Our 911 was off.
Yeah, that's
like 911 literally was like, hey, if you have a fire emergency, call this number. If you have a medical emergency, call this number.
Yeah.
Do not call 911.
People were probably having trees fall and calling the cops. Like, what are the cops gonna do?
Exactly. And you know, the other thing that was the craziest that happened because of that service alert that we got for 911, like so many people started robbing other people for no reason. Like people gas stations were getting robbed because like so many people in general do not have the habit of carrying cash. ATMs were down because there was no power or internet.
So they didn't grocery have stores only were taking cash.
And the grocery stores that had some groceries for dry stuff, they would only take cash. And people were desperate. I mean, desperate times made them do desperate things because they have to feed their families and kids as well.
Yeah.
So they were like literally robbing people, apartment complexes, and not like no ghetto apartment complex either. Like good neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Were like straight up like on gunpoint, give me all your cash.
I'm so happy I wasn't here.
And that was the worst thing, I think.
Yeah. If I was here though, like another thing is people panic when they lose like social media.
Yeah.
That would have been my least concern. I would have been like, oh my God, nobody can reach me.
Yeah.
As long as there's no issues, that's an excuse to not do anything to me and take a mental break. I would have went full pioneer. I would have been carrying a candlestick around my house.
Yeah.
I would have cooked out back on a
camping stove.
Yeah, I would have I feel like I could be on Survivor.
Yeah, I mean, dude, when we didn't have power, especially when we moved out of my house and went to our parents' house, they still didn't have power for like a couple of days. So we ended up grilling a lot of our food.
Yeah.
Because we were like, instead of throwing all this food away,
cook it all. Yeah.
Just grill it and let it all.
Yeah, that's another thing. I was like, man, I need to get a grill. But I was like, I would have took this little, those
flat tops.
Yeah, I would have took that outside, put it over the fire with a piece of wood and cooked. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people did that, but a lot of people were just like, oh, people who are very particular about their food
or not necessarily only particular, but also very OCD about their
Yeah,
food. They're like, oh, one day out of the freezer, it's bad.
Yeah, my grandma was like
Toss
throwing
everything.
everything away. I was like, cook it first. Give it to someone.
Right, give it
Like,
right.
oh, if I was
Because
there, I
like
would have been able to
sometimes,
help.
right, sometimes especially with meats and stuff, if it's been frozen, mind you, because it was also that time when it was starting to transition to fall time.
Mm-hmm.
Like things barely defrosted.
Let it thaw out.
Let
Yeah.
it thaw out and see if it's actually bad.
Yeah, I was on the phone with her, and I was like, when I was like, I know that there's a way to preserve meat underground. Dig a hole.
Literally.
Like I kicked in, and I was like, man, I wish I was there. But yeah, dude, it's so crazy that just like people, nobody around me knew what was going on, and I'm seeing these videos of like giant holes in the ground. Like this is a disaster. So, but everything's better now, unless people are still waiting on their things to be fixed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, things are definitely better now. The city's open, the state's open now.
Most people went back to normal.
Yeah, a lot of people are back to normal. It's now more of like waiting for the insurance people, waiting for some contractors to come out and fix your house.
Yep.
I mean, my house has a notice on the door from the city, not livable. You can go in and out temporarily, but you're not allowed to live there. And the craziest thing is that I've been checking at my house. I've been checking on, and people like the city people are literally circling a lot around to make sure like
nobody's living in there.
No, and not just my house. A lot of other houses have like straight up condemned notice.
Yeah.
So they're making sure people are not living there and people are not working on the houses without permits, because all that now needs to be done through the county and the city.
Yeah.
Which is a problem because now the contractors are having to wait for permits to come in before they can start working. So they might be ready to work, but if the permits are not in, then you get fined.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole shebang.
Yeah. Hope they fix it soon.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's okay.
Yeah, I hope everybody else is okay, whoever got affected.
Get your resources. Get that FEMA money if you're affected. Call your insurance, claim shit.
Yep. So and also with the FEMA, you eventually get approved.
Yeah, it's just like any other benefit. Sometimes they just make you apply multiple times to see who really needs it. Yeah, who's really willing to work for it.
Yeah, and when we were doing for us, we realized that the first initiation of the application, the minute you send out the application, you immediately get a rejection.
Yeah.
Immediately. Like within like 30 minutes, you get an email saying you're rejected. But then when your file actually gets turned over to a real person and it's not a robot, you know, after a few days you get the money. So but I wish they paid a little more than that.
What good is going on?
Good.
We just had T's baby shower.
Oh yeah, it was.
Well, she had 2 baby showers.
2 baby showers. It was very, very long. I had some family come from out of town and friends come out of state. And let me tell you, if my village was not around, this baby shower would have not happened.
We were there for hours, past everybody just putting up balloons.
Right. I mean, I'm telling you, like 3 days of work and, you know, longer for everybody to prep everything, food, gifts, this, that. Oh, especially after the hurricane. Like, if the hurricane had not happened, I think I would have been less stressed about it. Yeah. Because I would be in my own space, doing my own thing in my own time. But now it's like living out of a motel room, like a studio apartment right now.
What you're telling me, I get it.
Oh, I know. Oh my God, yeah. But you know, it's just like it's so much, and half of our stuff is still at our house, so we were just going back and forth, because it was literally. I kept telling all my family and friends, I was like, I don't even want to do this baby shower. Yeah, I don't even want to do this baby shower because like I was just so mentally and physically exhausted from moving from one place to the other and then waking up every morning saying, oh, I don't have this, I got to go back home, grab that, come back. it's just so much happened in the 2 weeks.
Yeah, and the uncertainty of like not knowing when everything is gonna go back to normal would stress me out.
Yeah.
So I get it. But
So,
you got
but
you got some good gifts. You guys have a
yeah,
lot of stuff for the baby.
yeah, I still need a lot of other things, a lot of other essentials that I need.
Yeah. You got time.
So I have time. If people wanna pitch in, we'll
Well,
put in a
if
link.
you update your registry, I'll put it on here.
Update? What
You
do I
had like 2 diaper pails.
Huh?
There's like doubles of things. Like
No.
it's not, yes. I saw 2 diaper pails in a row.
Maybe that was a mistake, but we will post it on here.
Keep it updated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 baby showers. They were good. They were beautiful.
One of them was very traditional.
Yeah, lots of cute pics. I wore color.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sydney wore colors.
I don't know why. I don't know what got into me. Me and my son went to the mall, and I was like, I need a flowery, colorful dress. But yeah, I just felt uncomfortable. I felt out of place. I had a black dress on underneath the whole time.
Like literally, right after the baby shower was over, she was getting in her car and she took the dress off because she had another dress underneath it.
Yeah.
But like literally, it didn't even take that much time for her to change.
And different shoes, black shoes too. Yeah, I just felt weird. I feel like I'm in a disguise.
Yeah, but color looks good on you. You're just not used to it. It's like for me,
I used to literally get made fun of in middle school for wearing like neon jeans.
That's middle school.
I used to wear neon clothing.
Once again, that
who
was
does that? Not me. Oh God, it was a nightmare. And no, nobody picked that apart and think that that's why I don't wear color now. It just doesn't feel like me. I don't like if I had my makeup a certain color, I couldn't wear a certain outfit with it. Like it's just it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. It makes me feel weird. Like a mask.
Okay.
But on to less black. I'm letting my hair I'm trying to let my hair go to my natural color.
Ooh.
And see what happens. I've not had my actual natural hair color since I was 7 years old. 7 or 8 is the first time I started highlighting my hair.
Damn, that is.
And I've had it brown sometime in between, but never my natural color.
So what is your natural color?
I don't know. Brown?
You don't know?
Brownish?
I mean, it looks like brownish, like light brown.
Yeah, it can't be that light, but they always like you hear
the
people
dark
say
brown, dark.
I don't know if it's that dark. Like I literally don't even know.
Maybe medium brown.
I don't know. If it is a weird color, I'll make it a little browner. But like they say your best, like the color that's gonna look the best on you is your natural color. So I'm like, maybe we should try this. But look how freaking long my hair is.
You definitely need a trim, just a little.
Yeah, well I straightened it today so it looks really dry on the ends and long, but like it's taken so long to grow this out, so it'll take so long for my head to be natural. It probably would take 2 years to fully.
Are you ready to not have color on your hair for 2 years?
I don't know. I might get bored with it so fast and go back to a color. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think I'm once it grows out a little bit more, I might try to strip the ends to make it go a little faster, because once you dye your hair black, it's hard to get out.
I mean, that's the kind of phase I have been going through as well. Like, I think I changed my hair last year. I mean, I didn't change it, but I didn't color them again.
Because this is pretty much your natural color.
This is my natural. Yeah, this is my natural, all black.
You throw in a little highlights here and there.
Yeah, I usually throw in highlights.
Low lights or whatever.
Low, yeah, high, low, whatever. Medium lights. I don't even know.
Stripes.
But I have never believed in spending so much money on my hair, because every time I go to a salon, especially because I have fine hair, but I have a lot of fine hair.
Yeah.
So easily I go over there and I'm like $300.
Yeah, that's sick.
That doesn't even count the tips or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So every time when I do highlight my hair or whatever, color my hair, I'm not going back for another year. Like, or maybe unless if there's a wedding or an occasion or something. So like I'm always like timing it according to that.
Yeah, we're
You
pretty
know,
low maintenance women.
very low maintenance. So
Like
this
I know
time,
girls who have to get their nails filled every 2 to 3 weeks,
like
who get their hair done religiously every 6 to 8 weeks.
fuck that shit,
I have
man.
not sat in a salon chair in years, and it was my aunt's the last time.
Yeah, I mean the most I go to a salon for is a haircut. And even the salon place that I go to now, my haircut takes them 10 minutes to do,
Yeah.
and I pay $50.
Yeah, well, I have no hair. Like, this is the easiest cut of my life.
Yeah.
So I take one top layer, I find where it starts to feel dead, and I cut it, and then I take the bottom layer, and I do the same thing. And then I match them up right here in the middle in a little ponytail and
Yeah.
make sure it's even. And I do a little upward snip, and I call it a day.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has their own ways of doing it. But like I've never been good with taking
Yours is short. It'd be harder.
Yeah, it would be harder because like I've tried to grow them out, but then I get too tired of it, and then I'm just like, let me go trim it. So now I've always, around this much. As long as I can make a beard, that's my goal. But right now,
I made a list of a couple of things I wanted to make sure that we talked about, and I just want you to know that the first thing on there is octopuses.
octopuses,
What?
octopus, who now?
Say it again.
The way you said it. I'm just trying to repeat it. Octopuses. That's what you said.
I like the first way you said it.
Octopuses.
Can we make that a sound that we use?
Octopuses.
It was like you said octopuses.
Octopuses.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about octopus?
I have you ever heard the theory that octopuses are are like descendants of aliens?
I haven't heard that.
Can we just title this video Octopus?
Yeah.
Well, I've heard that
quotations.
because they have like the biggest brains.
Uh-huh.
Like there's something about their brain capacity that's crazy. And then also how smart are octopuses? Like there's something wild about them. But like the fact that they're very intelligent. They can solve puzzles, open jars, untie knots. They can turn camouflage. They can use tools like
but that's
stones.
A lot of people.
They're octopuses. They're not people.
That's like a lot of animals. Though.
They can use stones, shells, and broken bottles to construct walls. They can retain information for months.
But they cannot talk.
I feel like they can. They just don't want to around us.
I mean,
their brain's vertical lobe is similar to the similar to the human hippocampus.
Well,
they can also math. Octopuses would outscore most humans on the math portion at a genius level at above 140 for an IQ test.
Well, that is interesting. Whoever did all this research clearly had a smart octopus.
We share the percentage of DNA that humans share with octopuses is around 60 to 70%.
Yeah, we don't have 8 limbs.
The biggest difference is the physical appearance and behavior. They can also, we share 98% with chimpanzees. I just love that they can like fit through any hole.
Yeah,
that they can just turn into a liquid.
Yeah,
and squeeze anywhere they want.
Anywhere they want. That is one thing.
I wish I could do that.
Okay.
Just turn my whole body to squish and go through any crack or crevice.
Okay, I guess.
Isn't that so cool?
That is cool.
They change colors.
They do change.
They camouflage.
Colors. They do camouflage.
They're probably the coolest animal, or whatever they are. Sea urchin, sea critter.
Sea critter, yeah.
They're the coolest and the most impressive by far.
Yeah.
Match that.
I wonder if they're smarter than dolphins.
Probably. Dolphins, dolphins like, I don't want to use this aggressive word. They grape.
They grape?
Come on. You know what I'm trying to say. Who's smarter, dolphins or octopuses?
Octopus.
Dolphins do. We think
Other
they're
dolphins.
Yeah, well, not humans
Yeah.
that we know of. Both dolphins are intelligent, but they have different ways. So which one's smarter? And like, I don't think octopuses have any bones. Do they? Do they have any bones?
Well, not if they can fit through any all holes around.
Probably not. Do octopuses have any bones? No bones. Invertebrates, no backbones, nothing. They're just squish and mush, soft bodied, like me.
They taste good.
You're wrong for that. We're talking about their intelligence, and you're just gonna eat them.
I mean, I've tried them before.
Me too. My dad, the first time I tried it, my dad like loves like Japanese, Chinese food, and we were at a hibachi place, and he told me to try it. It was chicken. I tried it, and I was like, it's fine. He goes, that's an octopus. I have not trusted him on tasting a food since.
Let me tell you, chicken and octopus. I don't know what kind of octopus you tried,
He just wanted me to try it,
but that did
and
not
my brain
taste the same.
My brain just was like, sure. I was like, kind of tastes weird, like weird
I
chicken.
wonder if you do that. Do you do that with your kid?
Tell him things or other things. No, but I did it with my little brother one time, and there's this hilarious video. It was the first time he tried a hard-boiled egg. Mind you, he's one of the pickiest children still to this day that I know. Like survives off bread and pizza and carbs. We told him a hard-boiled egg. We were coloring eggs on Easter. We told him it was chocolate. I don't think he's trusted anyone since. We were like, it's chocolate, try it. So he takes a bite of the white part of the hard-boiled egg, and it's like, they don't have much taste, so he didn't react too crazy. And then we were like, no, you see the inside? And he starts getting to the yolk. And we were like, that's the chocolate. So he was like, took a big old bite, and he went, spit it all out. And he was like 2 or 3 years old, and he was like, that's disgusting. I'm never, ever going to eat that again.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's one of the funniest videos
no offense,
ever.
but I don't know what kind of chocolate he thought he would.
Wait till you have a 2 or 3 year old. You can tell them like they're eating the moon, and they'll be like, wow. But I try really hard to not lie to my son. Like,
yeah,
I try to be pretty honest so that he trusts me. I'm already, like, we talked about this before, but I'm already ready to break the news about Santa. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be that mom.
We'll let him. We'll see.
How about what if it's my kid telling your kid?
I wouldn't care.
Hey, kiddo, my mom said there's nothing like Santa. And then your kid will run to you and be like, T's kid just said
I'd be like, yeah,
Santa is not real. Is that true?
I'd be like, they're right, and you're 3 years older than him. You should have known this already.
Yeah, I do not want to be the bearer for the bad news.
Yeah, I'll probably tell him.
Before then, yeah. Once my kid might turn out being a bully just like I am.
Probably.
Probably.
So octopuses. I also wrote presidential shit.
I have nothing to say about that, please.
Which I really don't. My only thing I wanted to say was I don't like that they ask for campaign funding money in my email. I'm not sending you anything. That's what these big billionaire rich people who really, really, really care about the vote, that's what they're for. Not me. We're broke. Don't ask the general public for money.
Sorry about the yawn.
Why are you apologizing for yawning?
I don't know.
I used to burp on this podcast like a grown man.
You did?
Yeah, I asked him to cut most of them usually.
Oh,
because it got bad. Anytime I would like drink on here, I'd burp the whole time, like burp in the alphabet.
That is true.
I also wrote baby shower, which we talked about. I was in California.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, long story short.
Long story short. That means it's a long story.
I say before I enter a monologue. The longest part of the trip was the fact that I drove from South Carolina, 8 hours to Ohio, additional 5 hours to Michigan, flew, I don't even know how many hours to California because we flew into a different time zone, so it was really hard to keep track.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like, I don't know, some hours, and then had like a 6-hour layover on the way there. So me and my brother slept in the airport because my brother went with me. That's why I went to Michigan. And then stayed there for 4 or 5 days. Cute little Airbnb with a pool. Worked. Got to meet all the people I've been working with for the past year. So that was really cool. Got to ring the bell that I made a sale on my first day. That was cool and fun.
Hell yeah.
I actually I am an energy absorber. So when I'm in a good environment, I perform. My first day, I sold 2. My second day, I sold 2. Day 3, I sold 1. Day 4, I sold 1. So I made 4, 5, 6 total sales in 4 days, which was awesome.
Oh yeah.
And then flew back from California to Michigan, drove from Michigan to Ohio, Ohio to South Carolina. So lots of traveling in like probably a 2-week span.
Yep. While we were over here drowning in Hurricane Helene.
And I was just
enjoying life,
living life.
That money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great though.
It was good. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Anything new that you tried out of your comfort zone
while I was there?
Did you meet that CJ guy, CG guy, C whoever guy?
CJ.
I don't know.
No, I didn't meet OGZ. We were only
OGZ. Oh my God. So who's CJ?
I have no idea.
Maybe that's my photographer that I'm talking about. I don't know.
Anyway. We were only there for 4 days, so we were probably most days we were in the office from 8 to at least 6 p.m.
Damn, long days.
Learning and earning. Yeah, long days, and then we would go to dinner after a couple days. So yeah, there was really no time for anything. And then I was so tired because I flew from here and then to there, which is a 3-hour time difference. So for the first like 3 days, my body was still adjusting. As soon as I got used to the time difference, I came back.
You came back.
So it was like a very tired couple of weeks too, but it was worth it. Next time when I go back, I just want to stay longer and bring my son with me so we can actually explore and do some things and have more time. Because it's only like an hour and a half from LA, so we could have went that way. It was just not enough time. And next time, like I definitely we need to get a car to rent while we're there. But yeah, that was that.
That's exciting.
It was good. It was good. I did a psychic.
Oh yeah,
I did a psychic. That's not how you say
she
that.
She did a psych reading.
I did a reading. Yeah. It was an hour. It was cool. She told me some fun stuff.
Is this person local?
No, I don't know where she lives. We did it over the phone.
Okay.
She was referred to me from someone up north. So if anybody wants a psychic, holla, because she's really, really good. She was very spot on about my personality.
Did she Google search you before?
No, she's not even like online. Like you can't find her. She doesn't advertise online. She solely does word of mouth. And when I texted her, she only wanted my first name. So, but yeah, it was cool. The stuff that she said to me too, a lot of it you couldn't find out online. Like weird stuff, like sickness that a certain family member has. You know, like really weird stuff. She was really, really specific about my personality and very on point. Called me out for my problems with men, my bold personality that a lot of people don't easily digest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Told me T's gonna have a healthy baby.
Knock on wood. I'm excited. Everything is wood around here. America.
Everything is wood. Wood stuff is better than plastic stuff. What do you want it to be? Concrete?
Yeah, man.
Concrete chairs? That'd be really comfortable.
No, chairs. I'm talking about the exterior and interior of the house.
I would prefer it was concrete. I agree.
Yeah. I'm not talking about furniture. Furniture can be wood, plastic, whatever.
Can you tell it's been a long day?
Yeah.
It's been a long day. It's already after 5 o'clock, and we're outside. We spent 8 minutes bullying each other for a video.
That you guys are going to have fun watching.
It's funny and silly, and we're going to do another one with our counterpart, Bella. Yeah. That one will be even better, so we can have 3 brains on what to say. What else is going on? Should we get into any of our silly personal dramas?
What dramas?
I don't know. The fact that I'm. No, I can't even say this. Ah!
I mean, I don't even know what you want
Yes,
to
you
say.
do. What was I doing at your house? On your computer with your resources.
Oh.
Be so selective about what you say.
How about we talk about your haunted trail?
Oh, my haunted trail. Yeah, I went to a haunted house for the first time in like 10 years. Did a haunted trail.
You did a haunted trail.
Yes, you cannot because you're 6 months pregnant.
7.5.
7.5. Holy heck.
Yeah, in 33 weeks.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Cut that and put the original video.
No, leave it.
Yeah, so unfortunately I couldn't go, which I was a little sad about.
No, you weren't.
I had a lot of FOMO.
She did not want to go, though. She was mad because we were there and she wasn't.
I just didn't want to go because it was a very last minute thing. It was like, Bella gets off work.
I haven't showered.
Yeah, Bella gets off work and she's like, oh, I want you to get in the shower. I want you to go.
She
I think
also
you guys should go.
Wanted us to go to one that was significantly further
away,
more expensive, and way scarier that I was absolutely not going to do.
And that one was like almost like 50 minutes away.
Yeah, like only a drive 2 hours to be terrified. By the time we got there, I would not have wanted to do it.
And on top of that, like the one they went to, they had to stand in line for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, so the wait at the other one probably would have been sick. We probably would have been there till 2 a.m.
Or longer.
Yeah.
Or longer. And I was like, and then having to drive back,
yeah,
I would have been like dead.
Well, you would have died if you went. There, the gravel was not smooth. We had to go up hills. The ground was moving at one point. It was so dark in small spaces. It was, not for pregs. Not for pregs. We ended up going in with a group of people. Two of the guys were really cool. And then there was a guy and his girlfriend. And this guy was like the worst type of guy. Like the guy who like keeps saying stupid shit because he like really needs to be the center of attention. Like, he's like, oh yeah, God, should we? I'm like, shut up, dude.
I would have punched him.
And then he kept swearing really loud, and they're like, please no profanity, blah, 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 blah. Which, when we got in there, I accidentally dropped a couple of bombs because I was scared. But he was just like doing it to be obnoxious.
Right.
It was so annoying. So when they were like, no profanity, I was like, did we all hear that? Like, this guy, literally the worst type of guys. I was like getting embarrassment to be his girlfriend. Like, this poor girl, I'm like, oh my God, I can only imagine what she has to deal with. This is like the type of guy who like comes to a party and screams and takes his shirt off and jumps on the table and breaks it. Like, I hated him so bad. I was such a hater about it. But the other guy in the group was really cool and nice. He was like, you can grab my shirt if you need to. He was like a real country boy. Like, you can grab my shirt if you need to, ma'am. And because it was like super dark and we couldn't see anything. Yeah. I had Bella and her cousin I don't know, behind me. We were all like trying to not lose each other. Yeah. So I was like, I will if I need to, thank you.
But still, man, 2.5 hours of wait.
Yeah, it was crazy. We were like running out of shit to do and talk about. It was really cold. People in line were playing that heads up game, like trying to pass time on their phones. Speaking of like not being able to do it when you're pregnant, I also think there should be an age restriction on haunted houses.
Oh, for real?
Dude, we were in this line for so long. It was probably 50 degrees?
Yeah.
There were people in line with kids. And I'm not talking 6, 7, 8 years old menaces who probably love that stuff. These kids, it was a mom and a dad. The dad looked like he hated his life and didn't want to be there. They were not talking to each other. They were standing silently in line for probably 2 hours. And they had a probably 3 and 4-year-old with them. I looked at Bella and I was like, look, the one kid fell asleep. The mom is carrying him, he's asleep. You're gonna wake that poor boy up in a haunted house. Wake up, buddy, time to get traumatized.
Traumatized for another 3 years.
I looked at Bella, I pointed out to Bella, she goes, call CPS right now. I was like, you're so serious too. I literally feel so bad for those kids. And then by the time we got really close, both of them were asleep. Both parents looked miserable. Why did they stay?
And that's the thing, like when the kids, you know, when it's past the kids' bedtime.
Yeah, don't even get me started.
Just go, man.
You and Bella called me out. She was like, I know how you are about keeping kids out past their bedtime. Like, there's no reason for a child to be out and about at dark.
Yeah, unless if it's called for, right? Like this was a situation where, you know, Halloween comes every year, man.
Yeah, they're gonna be trick-or-treating still.
Every damn year.
No kid needs to go to a haunted house at that age.
Yeah, you might as well spend all that time trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
The week after.
Take them to the... Dude. Obviously I'm busy.
Who's that?
Mentor. He probably needs something, but... busy. I'll call him back.
Yeah, I mean that is my whole thing. Like,
take them on a haunted hayride. Do something.
Yeah,
during
do
the
something
day.
fun that's kid related.
Yeah.
Go on a corn maze thing. Go on a hayride. Go on those little farms and take pictures with sunflowers and pumpkins and Strawberry Hill. That shit.
Yeah, wanting to scare the shit out of your kids is not the move.
Especially like, but I get how adults get so desperate because they want to go and they don't have a babysitter.
These parents didn't want to be there. They both looked so miserable.
They're probably exhausted from carrying all the sleepy kids.
Yeah, I made eye contact with Dad, and I swear to you, he was like this. He was almost frowning.
Oh my god.
It didn't even make any sense. And the mom looked the same way. I'm like, this is weird. You guys, what are you doing?
Did this place give discounts to kids' price? Kids ticket?
Know.
I mean, they just spent $100 for nothing.
So dumb. So yeah, that was that. I got a new tattoo.
Oh yeah.
It's peeling. It's kind of gross right now.
Yeah, how about earlier she just comes up to me and she's like, hey, did you see my eyeball from my tattoo? I was like, excuse me?
No, I literally, all I said was, hey, let me know if you see an eyeball on the ground.
Yeah, and I was like, what eyeball? And then she brings it to me and it was like, ugh.
Yeah, peeled off all in one chunk. It's pretty sweet though, once it's nice and cleaned up.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna get these finished and I have something I'm putting right here, so we almost done with this arm.
Almost done. And then all you gotta do is your fingers.
Yeah, I know. He was like, well, we're almost done with the sleeve. What are you putting on your hand? And I was like, I don't know. I'll never forget when my dad got both of his hands done at the same time.
It was probably
so stupid. He couldn't move them the next day. We had to like go to work and stuff. I'm like, why would you do that? Silly. Yeah, this arm, it felt like somebody punched me for a week. I couldn't work out all week. I blamed it on that. But I've been lacking on working out.
Welcome to my world.
I'm tired.
Oh, I've been so tired. I've been working, like this has been my busiest fourth quarter. I mean, I feel like every fourth quarter I say the same thing, but this time, maybe it's the pregnancy too, but I've been so busy, so miserable, and so tired. By the time I get like 4 appointments in or 4 showings in, I'm like, I just want to die.
Being pregnant alone is exhausting, so doing anything while you're pregnant is extremely exhausting.
Like I literally like, there'll be days like today, I was waiting on her and I literally fell asleep on the couch, waiting on you. Yeah. Thank God you called.
I did. I waited until I was close. No, I know. I waited till I was really close because she told me she might be taking a nap, so I was like, I'll let her sleep for a little bit, and I was already late. So I waited till I was really close to let you get a little napper in.
Because I was just like, I don't know, and it's just random times. And it's not like I don't get good sleep at night either.
It doesn't matter, you're pregnant, your body's working overtime.
Like, I get good sleep at night. I mean, there's certain nights where I don't get good sleep, where I keep waking up in the middle of the night because I either have to pee or I'm uncomfortable or, you know, my nerve starts hurting. But like,
so fun, so beautiful. Pregnancy's so
beautiful. They tell you to have babies all the time.
All the time, just keep doing it.
I
put your body through hell as many times as you can.
I'm just at number 1 right now, and half of my family members are like, okay, yeah, after number 1, you know, just go ahead and get a couple more back to back. I'm like, you crazy, bro?
back to back.
Back to back. I'm like,
Crazy.
who's gonna take care of this back to back babies?
You just reminded me of something. But I was thinking of like when my labor, I had a C-section, and I was thinking if you have another kid after a C-section, they usually cut the same scar open, which sounds so insane
And painful.
So I'm like, imagine people that do that back to back, going right in there. That's why they say wait at least a year if you have to have a C-section. But I'm like, a year doesn't feel like even long enough.
Right.
I'm like, right now, like, still I get random little pains on it. I'm like, this is weird. But what I just remembered, my psychic.
She said you're gonna have another baby.
Listen, she said, she was like, how many kids do you have? And I was like, 1. She was like, oh, how old are you? And I was like, 25. She was like, I see twins for you.
Twins?
I was like, ah! I was like, well, I was like, my dad's a twin.
Yeah, it runs in the family already.
She was like, no, this is for you. I was like, shit.
Well.
And I told my grandma, and she was like, could you imagine 2 of what you have right now? Because she had the twins, and she said it was a nightmare. She also didn't have a lot of help and stuff. She was like really, really on her own, struggling. But I don't know. And it's crazy that she said that because I've always felt like when I first got pregnant with my son, I felt like it was gonna be twins.
Because you were so big?
Well, that, and I just like had this weird feeling. I was like, for some reason, I feel like I am going to be the family member that does it. They say it skips a generation. My dad didn't have twins.
Yeah.
Falls on me. And I don't know. I've always had that feeling that it was gonna happen. And I've said that to people before. I'm like, imagine if I had another one and it's 2. You go for 2 babies, you end up with 3. You know, I'm like, I don't know. So the fact that I was already on my mind and her saying that was like, gee, my grandma goes, I wouldn't get pregnant again.
Yes. Get back on the birth control.
Hey, don't air me out like that. I'm not doing nothing because I'm not doing nothing, you know?
So, yeah, but I mean, you know, I meant like the best way to not get pregnant is...
The best way is abstinence, ma'am.
Okay, whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, I'd have to meet a real prize of a man to have more babies. Don't know about that shit. The psychic told me I'm going to, but I don't know. What if he dies?
Who?
The man I'm supposed to meet.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Oh my God, that would be so scary.
The one right now wants nothing to do with me.
Oh my God. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
I scare them away. Why do I scare them all away?
She scares them all.
They're scared
away.
of me.
And the one she doesn't scare,
I don't want.
She don't want.
Oh, I hope certain people don't ever listen to these. Oh,
I mean, God, it is what it is. But
it's a compatibility thing. I don't. What do you want me to do?
It's a very.
Comment why men are scared of me. No, I don't care. Be scared of me. If you're scared of me, it's not the right one.
Yeah.
End of story. If they don't want to give me a chance, that's on them. I don't want nobody who's. If you're scared of me, it's because you're just a little baby boy still.
Yeah, and you know, some men just don't have it in them. Like, and it's not just specifically for you as like being in a relationship with you. Some men just don't have it in them at that time to be in a relationship. Period.
Yeah, and that's fair.
You know, so maybe that's what's happening. So
there we are. It should automatically connect, but we can turn them off just in case. Okay. Back.
Okay.
Where were we?
So technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, it's crooked. Better? Don't even tell me it's crooked now.
I think it's fine.
What were we talking about?
Look,
the point is, this whole like new generation thing of like just not letting people know you're into them, or like being too scared to like show that you're interested because it makes people think you're desperate or meh, 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 meh. I think it's bullshit. Obviously there is people who are like really desperate and will go on a date with anybody. But that's not the case for me. So when I'm interested in somebody, because it doesn't happen often, like we've talked about this before, like even when I'm on the apps and stuff, like I say yes to like 1 out of every 100 people.
Right.
Because I have such a specific, unfortunately, such a specific type.
They all gotta look alike.
No.
Okay, fine.
This current one actually doesn't look like anybody that I've. That's surprising. My current interest looks nothing like anybody.
That is true. That is true.
Completely.
Yeah, that is very, very true.
So
very, very true.
Give me my.
I give you a little shout out for that.
Thanks.
For picking somebody who doesn't look like your.
Yeah. So the
exes.
point is, it takes a lot for me to actually be interested in somebody. So when I am, I'm not gonna be quiet about it.
Yeah, and I feel like,
I'm gonna be direct.
It is good to be direct.
Maybe I'm too direct. No, there isn't.
I mean,
there isn't a too direct in my life.
There is not.
There's not. The more direct, the better.
Yeah, I mean, what did I say?
Nothing. You didn't. I didn't let you say anything yet.
Yeah, I was like, didn't you just say the same thing? But anyway, yeah, I feel like it's okay to be direct. It's okay to express your feelings. But it's also not okay to express your feelings to a brick wall.
To a brick wall. Yeah, fair.
If you're getting some kind of something back.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not reaction, an emoji.
Yeah, which I haven't updated. Something. I haven't updated you.
Oh,
there's been
reaction.
Yes, there's been
reaction.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Interaction.
No. There's been an unfolding. There's been a happening.
Oh, there is. Okay, good. Hey, at least we're moving forward.
Barely, but it's better than nothing.
Exactly. It was for 2-3 weeks we were just.
Yeah, not that long, bitch.
2 weeks,
bitch.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's not been 2 weeks.
I don't think so.
I feel like it is. I mean, from my baby shower to now, it's been 2 weeks.
Anyway, the problem.
More than 2 weeks.
The problem is not. It's not like I'm even really looking for a relationship. The problem is my ADHD brain. That when I am, two things: the hyper focus, and ADHD people love an immediate dopamine release, and nothing releases dopamine more than a response.
Yes.
An interaction, a new connection, things like that.
I feel you.
Yeah, so that, and then the hyper focus, it doesn't even matter how busy I am, my mind will think about it, go through the day, randomly, think about it. Right. Yeah, and once it pops up, I'm like, damn, and then I do everything I can in my power.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that sucks. But a good thing about it is when the hyper focus breaks, I couldn't care less about that person. So if it's something that's not good for me, for example, unfortunately relationships that haven't worked out where the other end is maybe a little more upset, I'm it's never
man.
Never happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad that they're upset. I'm not being mean to them, but the way my brain operates, it's just
But it's also a difference on what kind of upset are they? Are they upset because there's a legitimate reason to be upset, or are they just being possessive and all of that?
Yeah, usually they're codependent and they just can't take any form of loss.
Yeah, there's two different kinds of that. You know?
Yeah.
So
it's not
which you have experienced the other spectrum of it, where they're just very codependent, or they're just all up in their head, possessive, or a little cuckoo-ish.
Quite cuckoo. Yeah, we've been spilling tea lately on here.
But
what is going on?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I deleted the dating apps. Again. Well, I only had one. I deleted it. Again.
Yeah.
I don't do this very often.
Yeah.
But yeah, I deleted it because I was like, what am I even doing here?
I actually gave both of the girls a challenge.
What?
Of deleting their apps and focusing, when you decided that you wanted to do that to yourself.
All I do is focus on myself.
Yeah,
it's boring.
I guess.
There's no dopamine
But
in self-care.
but in Matt,
There is. I won't lie. Like getting a new tattoo, that's good for me. I did that. That
Yeah.
made me happy.
and that tattoo came around after a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
Self-care, motivation, pushing
Yeah,
hard,
yeah.
working hard, focusing on yourself. And yes, all those reasons are all about you, and it's kind of boring.
My problem is I have too much love and not enough people to shove it in.
Shove it in.
You know, my son doesn't even like accept I'm like, can I have a hug? And he's like, I just don't want one right now. And I'm like, okay, where do I express?
I think you need a cuddle pillow.
I need a rage room. I need a boxing guy.
Yeah.
I need one of those plastic
things. Hey, we know
things
somebody who will definitely be down for throwing down.
No, I don't want to do it with a person.
Well, we can use this shot.
I need one of those big plastic beat up bags.
Yeah.
That I can just
beat that bag down. That punching bag. We could ask. Maybe it will help.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah.
You know, just like we did a cold plunge over there.
Cold plunge was good. Maybe that's what I need is a nice cold plunge.
Hey,
reset my body.
We can make that work too. I mean, it's getting cold now, but before it gets too cold, we can make that happen.
We should like next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably not allowed.
I'm not allowed?
Probably not.
Wow.
You're pregnant. She forgets like how restricting pregnancy is.
I guess
would freeze the baby into an ice cube.
Okay, fine, but okay, I'll make it happen for you guys.
Yeah, you could come with me.
Yeah, I'll make it happen.
Okay.
I'll
you
do
and Bella. By myself. Oh yeah, she'll do it.
Yeah, because she's been wanting to do it.
Okay, good.
So I can talk to our buddy.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not allowed
that
because unless you've been doing it the whole time.
Yeah,
but just out of nowhere is not going to be.
I've just been doing regular water plunge.
Regular water plunge.
Regular cold water plunge. Not like freezing water.
My problem with hot baths. I really like a hot, scalding hot bath with no cold water in it. And I was like, can't do this while I'm pregnant. I will cook the baby like an egg. Like an egg.
There's so many restrictions, bro.
Hard-boiled fetus.
When it comes to pregnancy, like it's so hard. Who knew that you were not allowed to sleep on your back because you're pregnant? It's so hard.
You're allowed. It's not good though.
Right, and you know how many times I end up on my back because I'm on a little.
I would too. I feel like the balance of your body when you're pregnant, like if you start like this, your belt and the baby moves, it's just like, you know, like when you put something round on a table and it straightens out.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what happens because I never sleep on my back, but I did when I was pregnant.
On your back?
Like I would wake up like that. I'm like, what happened? How did I get here?
Yeah, and that's my whole thing. And then when I talk to my family who is Indians and stuff, they're like, listen, you sleep however your body wants to sleep. Don't worry about what the doctor says.
Yeah, I mean, if your body's naturally flopping that way.
You're right. And especially when you think about it, going from a big bed to a small bed with two people and a baby growing in my belly, it's like
it's just blood flow that's better on your left side.
Yeah, but then my sciatic nerve gets hurt.
Yeah, so it's pregnancy's a lose situation all the time.
Should I like get numb and not be able to work all day, or should I like maybe cut off a little bit of circulation? Which
he's getting enough blood.
Right. I mean, I feel like every time when I lay on my back, I feel the baby move more.
Should we eat your placenta?
Eat?
Yeah.
The placenta?
Yes. Is this new to you?
Eat?
Would your family be sick about that?
Like who would eat the placenta?
Like us and Andrew.
You at least have eaten placenta?
Yes, people have. Even just you. You're really supposed to.
Oh,
you can cook it. It's not like you gotta like take it out, eat it raw. You cook it. You can put some turmeric on it.
The fuck does it
doesn't
taste
need
like?
Anything. I don't know. Probably meat.
And you want to eat it? You don't even eat
It's
meat.
big in Vietnamese and Chinese culture. Hold on, let me see, because there's like good things about it. Health benefits. Oh, it says no health benefits.
It's so funny how you said, "Oh, it has good things about it. Oh, health benefits. It has no health benefits."
It's got like so many vitamins in it though.
Clearly not, according
No,
to
it
Google.
does. This is 7 myths. Is this really not true? Because people are eating it. Maybe it's one of those things that like some people believe in and some people don't.
I've never heard of that.
I really
Have you guys heard of it? If you guys have, please, we would love your input. Should me and Sydney both eat my placenta?
Says it's got hormones including oxytocin, estrogen, progesterone, and relaxin, rich in protein, amino acids, and minerals. People who support eating it say it helps you recover quickly from childbirth. Supplement their diet with nutrients that might be helpful for postpartum issues. Placenta can be eaten cooked or steamed. It can also be dried, powdered into capsules. Placental encapsulation. I'll pop a little placenta pea, little pea pill. A little dried up senti.
Oh my god, bro.
No.
I don't know, like shit. Once again, this is news for me.
Wait.
I'm
Everyone relax. Have you been getting those damn ads? You will after today about these girls who are like, I've never been so healthy since I started eating beef liver, calf liver, and like all these or like, no, it's like beef balls, testicles, like crazy parts of animals' bodies.
I'm in.
And they're talking about like, this is the best health decision I've ever made in my life. This is all I wake up and I eat beef testicles and I eat it for my snacks and I'm thriving. Have you seen these ads?
No.
They won't leave me alone, and it's because every time I see it,
it's because your thing knows you.
They know I don't eat meat and they're trying to get me. Every time I see it, I'm like, but I can't click off it because I'm just like,
I mean, hey, maybe you should talk to your phone and be like, the only balls I need is a man ball.
no balls. None.
Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I would not eat testicles from cows. Whoa.
Should we do a call in real quick to Bella?
She's at her hands.
Real quick. We'll be real quick. Let's see how she feels about it.
Be like, hey, would you eat placenta? Question number one. We have two questions.
What's the second one? Would you eat
Balls.
beef testes? Answer. She'll answer. She always answers.
I hope she does. She's at
Come
her
on.
auntie.
Come on.
Ugh.
Your call has been forwarded.
This never happens.
Never. Even when she's out busy or out doing something, she answers. Here we go.
Real quick, answer.
Chop chop.
I try again. Nobody ever has their hand or phone in hand more often.
Then yeah. What is she doing at her auntie?
Also, Halloween's coming up. Do you have any Halloween plans?
Not really.
Are you gonna pass out candy in your neighborhood?
Well, not at my parents'. I mean, we should. We don't really have kids over there. Maybe we should this year. I don't know.
For the business owners, bitch. For the business owners, I saw a cute idea. This lady was talking about how she passes out candy and she puts them in pretty little bags and she staples her business card to all of them.
Yeah, that's what we did last year. With
Here, I think that's super cute though. Like, what a good way. Like, parents need things and
yeah. For me, it's Andrew's birthday.
Okay, keep going.
Sure.
Keep going.
Yeah, it's Andrew's birthday, so we're probably gonna do like a family dinner, and then on Wednesday we're going to Hot Pot with Bella, because she's all about. Let's go to Hot Pot.
Okay.
So we're gonna go to Hot Pot with Bella on Wednesday, and Tuesday is Andrew's birthday. which is pretty much Halloween.
Yeah. I wish my
And-
birthday was on Halloween.
This year we didn't even dress up.
I bought devil ears in these nails.
Oh, great.
That's my costume.
Remember last year I was a breathalyzer because I almost got
Oh,
away
it
with
was
it?
hilarious.
Jeez, I think we should repost that.
I did put something on the TikTok. You obviously don't pay attention.
I don't even go to TikTok like that.
I know.
Today was the only first time I went back on TikTok simply because we were trying to find the challenge thing.
Fine, I'll put it on the Instagram too. Guys, follow our TikTok, follow our Instagram. Our Instagram name is spillingthetea.pod. That is spillingthetea.pod. Our TikTok is just straight up spilling the tea pod. We have more followers on Instagram, but we get more views on TikTok. But the same content goes on both, so just
similar content.
Be there, be square.
Yeah, similar content.
I do put some extra things on each one, so
yeah,
each one's got a little bit more to it. And just a reminder, follow our personal accounts. Tahera is a realtor here in Spartanburg, South Carolina.
What country can you be?
Her Instagram is Sparkle City Realtor, correct?
Yes.
And if you need your life insurance, need your family protected, need to save some money, do some money things, I am Mother Sid on Instagram.
Mother Sid.
Mother.
You remember when we first met, your name used to be Sid the Mom.
I was Sid the Mom. I've grown up to Mother.
Yeah, Sid the Mom.
Mother. So I was gonna say, should I do something since I'm already being absolutely ridiculous
about
the guy?
Mm-hmm. What are you gonna do? You gonna go trick or treating in his neighborhood?
Well, I don't know where he lives.
Oh, you know?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So we were just doing a call into Bella, and I was like, should I try to call him on Snapchat?
Who? Him?
The guy.
No, you can.
It's a 99.99% chance he's not going to answer it. But that 0.01 is terrifying.
It's like
I'd probably have a heart attack on site.
Please don't.
I'm going to call him. But yeah, so that's what's up with that.
Yeah.
I hope he never watches this.
He probably will
No,
not.
he won't. He won't.
He won't.
I'm certain of it.
With all the text.
You know why? Because I'm not a fast vehicle.
Men and their fast vehicles, man. Like, I don't know what is up with those men with their fast vehicles. What are you doing? Like, I am so confused. How is that gonna work?
What did I just do though?
This is how crazy she's been
This is
for the
why
past 2 weeks. So she has now got that dopamine release.
So have you ever seen? No, you haven't. There was a podcast that I watched, and they brought up this other podcast. So it started. The guy started like this, and it was just casual. They were talking for about 20 minutes, and every 2 minutes, he would just
And then eventually he was on the floor.
Eventually,
he started laying down.
Eventually, this was the part.
Hey, we should do a pod laying down because I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you can hear me. Good thing I waxed my pits last night, you guys.
Yeah.
So he laid like this for 20 minutes in the podcast.
Yeah, I would love that.
And the thing is, they never addressed it. Not once. Not one time.
I think it's all natural.
Howie.
And I think we should do that. As long as, I'm allowed to.
What, laying on the ground?
Laying on the ground.
Great people are allowed to do anything, so.
Yeah, because literally, Even I get bitched out for even sitting on the ground.
What's the first thing you're gonna do when you're not pregnant?
Drink margarita.
Yeah. Yep.
Like literally.
I think I had
Like
my first...
I need to tell you, I'm not an alcoholic, but literally I did this at the wedding I went to in Savannah.
Did what?
I did this at the networking event, and I did this yesterday with a couple of my friends. Anybody who's drinking around me, I'm like, let me smell your alcohol.
It's just because you can't have it, you want it more.
Right. And it's just like, and then at the wedding, what I ended up doing at my cousin's wedding, I was like guessing what kind of liquor they were drinking.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
And then I would be so spot on. I think I got like 98 out of 100. I probably missed like one or two.
Yeah, after I had my son, I drank my first beer within 2 days.
Yeah, I've been saving. I got those reels that keep coming on my timeline, and I've saved a couple of them. One of them is like, I've waited 9 months to do this, and then instead of holding the baby, they drink alcohol. I'm gonna be making that reel.
I thought I was gonna be hungry right away, so his dad went and got me a delicious Subway sandwich because I was craving it so bad, and then I didn't eat it.
I thought you would be like more of a bring me some sushi.
Yeah,
It's not like
nothing.
you're not eating.
I was super nauseous because all the medications I had
Yeah.
taken and stuff, and so like nothing really sounded good. But I like thought that a Subway sounded good, and
Dude, this baby is kicking it.
he wants us to get out of here.
Whoa. I wonder, like, everybody's telling
Move. Can I see it? Oh yeah, he's moving.
Can see it?
Isn't that the creepiest thing?
It's like going woo.
Like, what's he doing in there? Turning on the TV and getting comfy, kicking his legs up.
I guess, because, like,
It's so weird. I have so many videos of my stomach being punched around.
like, that's what a couple of my family members were like, oh, T, make sure you take this video where you suddenly see a hand
It's so
or
weird.
a foot. And I'm like, but I have always had belly fat. Like, I've always been chubby.
Doesn't matter.
So I was like, will I even get that moment?
Yeah, that skin gets thinned out.
Yeah, but dude, this guy
That baby sack is big.
is kicking it.
Yeah. Baby sack takes up all the room. So then the skin up front gets real little. That's why I always thought my son was going to punch a hole through my stomach. I was
Yeah,
like, there's just going to be a leg sticking out, and this is it. This is how I'm going to go out.
That'll be a great Halloween costume.
I know a girl who did that, like glued arms and legs to her.
Oh my god.
You should do it. You just need to get a cheap old baby
Cheap
doll,
old, yeah,
rip its
Dollar
arms and
Turtle
legs
doll.
off, and yeah,
Make it bloody a little bit.
spook. It'll scare some kids. All right, bye.
Well,
I'm hungry.
she's hungry. My baby is kicking my insides out. So we're gonna call it quits for the day. She needs some food and dopamine release. Increase, release, increase.
Sigh.
Hopefully she doesn't do something stupid.
Me?
Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Yeah.
Never.
But we love you. Oh, also please comment on here about eating placenta. What are your thoughts on it?
Let us know.
Yeah.
Is it a myth? Is it a placebo effect? Or is it the greatest thing that a woman can do?
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
knows?
Please let us know. Do some research. Ask your family members. I'm sick of doing research.
Yeah.
I've Googled a lot, and Google has become a rabbit hole.
Chujal.
Yeah, fuck Google. I mean, very helpful, but it's a rabbit hole.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Everybody who keeps watching, we love you so much.
We do love you guys, and we should do this love.
We love you.
What kind of heart is that? That is
I feel like my hand's shaped weird for this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Please like the video or dislike the video if you think I'm silly and
please
stupid and
comment
weird. And comment and tell us
about our placenta issue, boy
tell
issues.
us about the placenta. Let me know if I should remain single for the rest of my life. Let me know if you have a cousin or a brother who you think would be a great match.
Or should she go get sperm implants?
Ew.
Yeah, let's go to a sperm donor.
For a baby?
Maybe.
I don't want a baby if I don't got the man.
You're supposed to have 2 kids, twins, apparently.
I'm terrified.
So, you know.
Yeah, so I need a man
If
that can
men
be two
cannot
parents.
make it happen, then maybe their sperm will make it happen for you.
Help. I will
Help her.
live on a remote island for the rest of my life. Someone just let me know if that's what's in my cards.
Inside a what is
bubble.
inside a dome.
Concrete dome.
Inside a concrete dome.
Just me and my dome.
And her twins and her baby.
We're gonna end this with an ASMR.
What an ASMR. That's supposed to be a piano, I guess.
Be relaxed. Have a great day. Listen to the rain. And
she's doing this to herself.
And make sure to always make sure
to always click like and subscribe. Until tomorrow. Peace out.